I got this Dell Venue 11 Pro here about 6-7 weeks ago, and it's been nothing but problems. This is the 7130 version, which has the Haswell i5 4300 in it, and at the moment it's completely dead. I had trouble with the unit freezing up constantly. It wouldn't sometimes register touches. Sometimes when the screen would go off, you'd have a ghost touch effect where the screen would just go absolutely crazy. There's other videos on YouTube about that, and it's just been it's been a nightmare. First it was the SSD was the problem. Dell fixed it. The tech came, he replaced the SSD drive, but at the same time, if you have a look here, he damaged the plastic on the top. He absolutely just cracked it. So he has to come back and replace that. That was 3 weeks ago. I'm still waiting for the parts. And in the meantime, Dell recommended that I tried the new BIOS, which was the A10 BIOS, which I did try, and it's completely bricked it. It's not even powering on. I hold the power button here, if you can see that. The little light will just flash, but nothing. The speakers will make a popping noise. It's completely dead. It's just not going to work for me. On the other hand, I have here the Bay Trail model, which is the 5130, which has a quad-core Atom in it, Bay Trail Atom. This has been really good, and this tablet here is half the price of the iCore version here that I have, which is completely useless. But this one on the other hand is actually quite good. I haven't had those kind of issues. It's working really well. I've done a clean install of Windows on it. There was a problem with the mobile keyboard disconnecting, but Dell released a patch for that, which has worked. It's fine. You can see here, I can just undock it. It's just a hell of a lot better of an experience, which shouldn't really be the case because this is the cheaper model, yet in my experience has worked a lot faster, a hell of a lot faster than the i5 model ever did, without all the freezing, completely just freezing up randomly. This also just randomly powered off. I haven't had that issues with this one. And apparently I'm not alone, because there's a forum on the Dell forums. There's a thread there that there's literally hundreds of replies of people who have the same issues. And I'm actually making this video for that forum there that I can post a link to just prove here that this is the trouble I'm having, that this is a complete brick at the moment. And Dell don't have an ETA on the part. They're going to replace the motherboard, but it could take another 2 months in total before it's actually up and running and working. And I'm just going to end up selling it because it's useless. And as I said, the Bay Trail model here is just fine, no issues. And I love the fact that, of course, it's got no fans on it. You have a look here, it's just no vents. Unlike the iCore, the i5 model here, there's vents. And the camera module seems slightly different, but when you're actually using them and you take a photo with it, it's about the same. Both of the cameras are pretty average, the rear camera for taking photos, but in video it's not too bad. For example, using Skype it's good. And build quality wise as well, the Atom version here, it's actually a lot better. There's no flex on the back. It just seems more solid. But the i5 version here, put that on the top. If you can see on the video, it's all squishy here. Pushes in. Maybe that's meant to be like that for air, more ventilation. It's a lot hotter, this model. And unfortunately I can't power it on because, as I said before, it's not even working. But the fan noise from this model is, to be honest, really annoying. The fan would just randomly come on and quite loud for basically no reason. The model would be idling, but it would reach 60 degrees and the fan would come on and be blasting away quite loud, and then turn off, and it will just come on and off randomly like that. And a battery life on this model here, the Atom, is brilliant. The tablet itself, you probably get about, I'd get maybe 8 hours, 7 hours of use, 8 hours, depends on your screen brightness. I like it quite bright, so. And with the dock you're looking probably about 13 hours maybe. But with the battery inside the dock here, and both of them combined, it's good battery life. But the Venue has got a lot of problems. At least this model's okay, but I would stay away from the i5 models at the moment until Dell gets their hardware issues sorted out. Faulty hard drives seem to be freezing up. There's something definitely wrong with them. And yeah, that's my little moan about Dell. And they're not the company they used to be, at least in my experience. The customer service support has been horrendous, really. They just pass you around from person to person. You try and explain the problem, and they tell you to run the diagnostics. When you tell them that it's completely dead, I'm holding the power button, I have it connected to the charger, it's not charging, it's not doing anything. Basically, the BIOS update killed it. And then they tell you, run the diagnostics, and how it doesn't boot. But anyway, that's enough of my ranting. And I hope this video was helpful to anyone who's thinking about getting a Venue 11 Pro. I would opt, if you can put up with the 2 GB of RAM, get the Atom version. It's better. Bye for now.